Hello guys, welcome back to Addicted on the Force Nine's YouTube channel. Continuing with Continuing with Charlton today. We've played all 46 games in the league. Now we're in the playoffs. We missed out on automatic promotion by a point. We defeated Derby on the last day at Pride Park, 3-1 I think it was. But unfortunately, we had to hope that results would go our way. We needed Bournemouth. We needed Norwich to do us a favour and get at least a point against Bournemouth, and that didn't happen. Unfortunately, Bournemouth won 3-1 as well, which means that we finished third place on 90 points, and we have to go through the playoffs for the second straight season. Now, last year we faced Watford in the semi-finals, and we lost 7-5 on aggregate, which was a bit dreadful. And I'm hoping that we don't have a repeat this time round. Again, we are away in the first leg. It's West Brom this time. Norwich and Ipswich drew 1-1 at Portman Road. So you'd fancy Norwich to win the tie at Carrow Road and move on to the final. But will it be Charlton or West Brom joining them? Hopefully it'll be Charlton, but we will see. So we're going to go into the first leg, and I'm going to play the second leg immediately after in the same video. I'm recording this late because I've had other commitments and stuff, prior engagements, and it probably means, because this is Sunday evening, it probably means that it won't be a scenario Sundays. And well, the main reason for that is that I haven't thought of one to do, because I need suggestions and stuff. So if you have suggestions for experiments and scenarios you want to see in Football Manager that haven't been done, then drop them in the comments and I'll look into them and see if I can do them. There's one I want to do, but I can't work out how to actually do it. So we're going to go straight to the game today. Why do I have to do that? That's annoying. Right, team selection. I'm going to pick a team. Okay, I think I have a team sorted out. Unfortunately, Addickted is injured. He suffered a thigh injury. He should be back for the second leg though, hopefully. It might be tight though, so I've had to put him on. I've had to leave him out. I've started with Church, and I've got Chikadian on the bench in terms of my strikers. So the team I've gone with is Henderson in goal, Wiggins on the left, Solly on the right in defence. I've gone with a partnership of Onyewu and Gomez in central defence. Cousins just ahead of them, and then Jackson in the central midfield role. I've gone with Gudmundsson on the left wing. I've gone with Chuli on the right. We have Loris on the bench to make up for no Addickted. So if he needs to come on, he will. But I don't want to have to bring him on because there's 7.1 for us because he's been playing a lot in the reserves. That's why he's got that rating. But in terms of senior appearances, he's been absolutely pants and probably one of the worst signings I've made in this game. Not just in the save, in this whole game. Really, really bad. I've gone with Church and Barrow as a front two. So a 4-2-4 really. Gone with that. We could switch to a 4-3-1 if we need to. Move Barrow into the hole and sort of have Church as a lone striker. But he doesn't do very well as a lone striker, Church. So I'm going to stick with this and see how we go. Hopefully we can get a good first leg. You know, I'm not too fussed if we don't win. You know, a draw will be good because then we can just win at home. If we lose to West Brom, hopefully it won't be a heavy defeat like it was against West Brom. Against Watford rather, last season. That was 6-4 though, that first leg. So we only needed to win by like 2 goals to force extra time. But unfortunately we drew 1-1 in the second leg, and I'm hoping we don't do the same thing here. So I'm going to submit the team. And we're going to go into it. So it says 4-1-1-4 there. That kind of is what it is. So yeah. Addickted is actually second top scorer with 22 league goals, and Barrow is 1 goal away from getting a bonus as well. So in a way I don't want him to score because Charlton's money finance stuff is not very good. That's an unnecessary distraction. So who are West Brom playing? So they've got Giron. He's got a hat-trick against us last month, so I don't want him to have a repeat of that. So they've got Ben Foster in goal, Pocognoli, Barbier, Tertiev, Gamboa, Emmanuelson, Fletcher, Malumbu, Beck. I'm going to say that's Beck. He's a loser. Berahino and Giron up front. My Hill's on the bench. Brownie Day and Sessegnon are on the bench. And then there's our team there. So, our wingers a bit further up than theirs. Seems to work quite well. The last few games of the main season, this formation has worked a treat. Apart from losing 3-1 to West Brom. Let's go to the team talk. I'm just going to say... I've been on a good run to get out there and impress me. I don't want to say pick up where you left off. That doesn't always work. So we're into the match now. West Brom kick-off. And Jackson early pressure from the kick-off. And now we've won the ball. And it's Chris Solly to Barrow. And Jackson reclaims the ball. And that was a poor pass and Gamboa picked it up. But that's the end of that first highlight. And now we've got another one after less than 2 minutes. Johnny Jackson back to Solly to Cousins. Gomez to Cousins again. Solly. And there's Chuli to Jackson to Solly. Keeping the ball. Oh, I was about to say we're keeping the ball and then Pocagnoli gets the ball. But we're on the attack here. Chuli, can he get a cross in? It comes out to Wiggins. Goodmunson. And he went for a tight angle shot, but it was saved by Ben Foster. 5 minutes in. Just the one shot for us so far. And, well, one highlight really. Gueron's free kick hits the wall. And Emmanuelson's cross. Well, I think it was a shot actually, but it was a poor shot. It looked more like a cross to me. Couldn't tell. Onyebu plays a free kick short to Cousins. Here's Barrow. Church. Oh, what a finish. Excellent delivery by Barrow. And Church, somehow he has 4 goals in the season now. And I think he might have started 4. Because until like a few weeks ago, he hadn't actually played all season. Because I was trying to sell him, to be honest. And he's actually turned out to be, well, our saving grace at the end. Because we were slipping down. With I think with 6 games to go, we were 8 points off automatic promotion, and we ended the season 1 point off. In fact, how many games has Church played this season? I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of a match here. So he's now in the league, started 6, and he's appeared twice on the bench, and he's got 3 goals in that. So actually really good. And most of those appearances have been very recently. So we've got a goal, which is good. Johnny Jackson to Solly, who's got all the space in the world on the right. Gets a cross in. Modo Barrow, his header was just wide. He is 1 goal away from I think it's 50 grand extra he gets. The bonus. I'm pretty sure it's 50 grand. No, why would it be 50 grand? I've no idea. Henderson saves the shot from a West Brom player. Is it 50 grand or 5 grand? I honestly can't remember. But he gets a bonus if he gets another goal. He's 1 shy of 15, I think. 20 minutes played. A couple of highlights for West Brom here. But Sos that has the goal so far. Chuli was dispossessed. And here's Gamboa to Malumbu. And Gamboa the right back again. Onyebu wins the header there. Beck, the loser. And his shot was saved by Henderson, who couldn't hold on to it. It was travelling at some speed. 23 minutes played now. Halfway through the first half. We defended pretty well so far. Gamboa. And his shot, I think it was tipped wide by Henderson, helped wide, and they do have a corner out of it. The header was won by Jackson. Pocagnoli dispossessed. Eventually cleared by Gomez. Barbier. Oh dearie me, that was a mistake. And Church, well, that was a bit of a reprieve for Watford there. That could have been very tragic for them. That mistake there. Goodmunson now. He's dispossessed by number 9 Beck. Every time I say Beck now, I'm going to say he's a loser. Here he is again, the loser. Gamboa. I'm going to call him loser from now on because I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing it right. If it's more of a throat or thing, like Beck. I have no idea. I'm terrible at pronunciation, unless it's Spanish. I'm more or less fluent in Spanish. Fletcher to Malumbu. They've had a few more shots since our goal of West Brom. Simon Church, and this time he takes it around the defender. Barrow is in all the space in the world. That's a sitter. Church with the excellent layoff, and Barrow, he should have buried that and he put it wide somehow. Yeah, the goal at his mercy there. Oh great, Johnny Jackson's picked up a knock. Where is his conditioning? It's about 70. I'll leave him on for now. I might have to take him off at half time though. And West Brom have equalised. It was Berahino with a header, I think. That's a shame. Started well, but West Brom, they started to get a lot of highlights. Loser with the corner, and Berahino, free header there. He had about 4 Charlton players around him, and not a single one of them went up. And now Onyebu's taking a knock. Great. That's going to be excellent. And I think it was Joe Gomez with a header there. Went over. No pressure. Yeah, we need to sort of keep them calm. They haven't done too badly. But we've got a couple of players on knocks, and Not quite sure what I make of that. Whether I need to take him off or not. Because I don't want to risk him getting injured for the second leg. We have reasonable backups in, for Jackson we've got like Dizeu and we've got Iguaris, and on Yewu we've got Morrison and BK. So I'm going to keep him on, and if they drop below 70, I'll take him off. We kick off the second half now. I'm going to keep it on attacking structure. I think they countered. I think that's why they got the goal. It was from a corner, but the corner probably came from a counter attack. We've won a throw in here. On Yewu will take the long throw. It comes back to him. And Jackson now, and his shot was straight at Ben Foster. So in the first minute, we had a highlight. Royce Wiggins with a throw-in. Goodmunson to Cousins to Jackson. And Goodmunson again. He was dispossessed by Malumbu. Fletcher. Garon. Berahino, and he shoots, and it's tipped over by Henderson. Another corner for Albion. And this time, I think it was Chuli with the block. Gomez to Barrow. And excellent stuff. Barrow's got so much pace. He's such a pacey player. Solly chasing the ball and wins it. 51 minutes played. The two knocks still look okay, but Jackson is starting to creep just on the high 70s, the low 70s. Sessignon to come on. They seem to have made an attacking change, West Brom. I'm going to make that change now. I'm going to bring off Jackson. I'm going to move Cousins up to box. I'm going to bring on Iguaris. Play him as anchor man. I'm going to leave it at that for now. And then Onyewu, he's still on 76%, so I'll leave Onyewu out there. The worst that could happen is we have to play Morrison in the second leg. And he's a reliable defender, He's got a couple of goals for us in this season. And I think he might have got about 6 or 7 in the whole save, something like that. He tends to score a lot from set pieces, does Michael Morrison. But he tends to get sent off a lot as well. He's had 2 red cards and 10 yellow cards only this season. 67 minutes. Right, I'm Onyewu with a long throw. This is what we're missing with Onyewu, those long throws. If we take him off, that's what we're missing. They don't always work. I don't think we scored from one. And, that's annoying. We've gone down now. Berahino with his second of the game. He's got 29 goals in all competition. He is the top scorer in the championship, and Vedekele won't change that now. I need to make that change because, obviously Onyewu's knock might be affecting his performances. So I'm going to bring on Morrison. I'm going to swap him around and put Gomez as the limited defender and Morrison as the stopper. And I'm going to bring on... Can Barrow play on the left? Yeah, you can. Let's do that. I don't know. Can Chuli play on the left? Oh, he's no better. Right, we'll leave Goodmunson. No, he's not doing well. He needs to come off. We can't play Vedekele there, can we? He's not there. Right, I'm going to move Barrow to the left. I'm going to play Tukadian up front. We want target man attack. Yep. And that's all 3 changes with 20 minutes left. So hopefully we can get on there now. Brownie Day is... No, this isn't a hot... Onyewu with another header. And they've had a lot more chances, West Brom. But only one... We've had 4 clear-cut chances. West Brom are just the 1, but they've had 14 shots. And 8 of those have been on target. Iguaris, good defending by the lone player. I don't know if I'll be able to afford to get him permanently, especially if we don't win the playoffs. But I'm hoping we do. Chuli! Oh, he's hit the post! Chuli hit the post. Iguaris. No, it's come back to Onyewu. Royce Wiggins. That's the end of that highlight. I'm going to go to control because they've attacked us too many times. So I'm going back to control. Sessignon. Berahino. Oh, Henderson with another save to make. It was a poor corner. Cousins doesn't really make most of the clearance though. Fletcher to Daniels. Sessignon. Cousins. Clear it away. There we go. We've made all our changes now, so I need to hope that we don't actually get any more injuries or anything. Sessignon went for a corner again. That's their 9th corner of the game, West Brom. Cousins has defended his corners well. They haven't been great corners though. Cousins has cleared a lot of them. Simon Church now. Can he move on here? Come on. No, he's lost out to Emmanuelson. Morrison stops the play. Iguaras to Tukadian. Church. You could have put Barrow through there, but never mind. Wiggins get the cross in. It was offside. West Wiggins was offside. Foster. Well, he was right off of his line there. If that had come to us, we could have just volleyed that and hoped that would have gone in. And that would have put us at 2-2. Gamba to Fletcher to Malumbu. Brownie Day. And, no, the number 10 there. Is that Gambo a number 10? Or the other guy's name? No, it's a Day. The other guy must have come off. And that's lucky because he was a very cheap signing for them. That, whatever his name was, Gueron. He cost £400,000 and I think he's got a lot of goals for the Albion. Chuli, that's not going to work. Chris Solly to Cousins. And he was fouled by Malumbu, who's already on a yellow. Malumbu could go here. That is a second yellow card. Malumbu will be suspended for the second leg. So that's a good sign. Chuli is very low on conditioning. He's not doing too good. So I'm hoping that we don't have to play with 10 because we've got 3 minutes plus injury time. And at 2-1 down, it's not the best, but it could have been a lot worse. Chuli. Iguaras to Wiggins. Shot on target. Good save by Foster. Charlton have missed the target 9 times. And that's why we are not winning this. Wiggins to Iguaras. This second half, West Brom have had more... That was a poor pass. West Brom have had more of the highlights this second half, but they're 2-1 ahead. They've had another clear-cut chance. We're now at 5 clear-cut chances. If we'd have taken those, Berahino just wide. 3 minutes of injury time. If we can hold on at 2-1, there is still hope in the second leg, but at 3-1, it's kind of a tall order. Loser. Dispossessed by Cousins? No. He manages to find Fletcher. Berahino. Me and my big mouth. Oh, he's offside. Okay. I'm going to keep my mouth zipped now. I have to commentate. Alright, we've played 2 minutes of injury time and there's 1 left. Took it down, was offside. Foster is about 40 yards off his line. Okay, we're going to see a replay of the offside here. Yeah, he was about half a yard off. Yeah, he was offside. I've got goal action on for replays, not just goals, so you can see if there was an offside. Most of the time, though, they are correct decisions. It's not often I actually get a wrong offside, a wrongly disallowed goal. Modo Barrow passes it to Cousins, to Gomez. Wiggins. Oh, he runs it out of play, but that is the end of the game. End of the first leg. And it's a 2-1 defeat. Not the end of the world. Despite the result, I'm pleased with your performance. Let's say that. And they do have Malumbu suspended. Berahino, man of the match, absolutely, with 2 goals. Apparently, the referee was accused of bias towards us. I don't see why he'd think that. Because of 1 red card? Because of that offside decision, which was the correct offside. So, yeah, we went ahead through Church. But West Brom came from behind to win 2-1. Berahino with the 2 goals. So yeah, it's not the end of the world. Onyewu is out for 2 to 3 weeks. So luckily, thankfully, though, Jackson isn't injured, and we should have Vetakele back for the second leg. So let's know Morrison will be playing the second leg. I'm not talking about him. We can take some positives from the match. I'll say that. I don't even know if away goals count in playoffs, do they? I have no idea. That goal keeps us in with a shout. This isn't over yet, we'll say that. Don't want to comment on that. There we go, I'll leave it at that. And I will skip straight ahead to the second leg. Okay, so Norwich won at Carrow Road, 1-0, 2-1 on aggregate. So Norwich are in the final and they'll be joined by either us or West Brom. We'll see who it'll be. We're going to go on to the West Brom game. A couple of players came back from a loan, 1 youngster, and Andy Halliday. But Andy Halliday has had a nightmare time at Charlton and on his loan periods. I've got 7 emails. I don't think these are These are really relevant to us now. No, they're not. Let's go to match preview. Looks like a change in formation for West Brom. They have Malumbu suspended, of course. Let's see what their likely lineup is. So they've got Alex Tete in that midfield now. And they've got no Guron. Bo Myhill in goal. So they've rotated a bit. Let's go to our team selection and pick a team. Right, luckily we have Vitakele back. I've put him on the bench. Why is Royce Wiggins not starting? There you go. Royce Wiggins has to start. Did he do very well last time though? We did okay. Right, so I don't think we actually have made a change apart from that defensive one, which was forced upon us due to injury. But the bench, I've got BK on the bench. I didn't go with Harry Lennon because we need experience if we need someone. So Vitakele got on the bench. He did come back from injury. So I've gone with Vitakele on the bench. Tukadiani's on the bench as well. As I said, Andy Halliday is back from loan. He was on loan at Luton, but he had a dreadful time out there, as you can see. 6.65, not very good. And his contract runs out. He's out of contract next month. So I'm going to let him go. He was a disastrous signing. He only cost £425,000, played 11 games for us. And he was no good, really. So he's going to be let go. Probably the same with BK. But we'll see if he maybe gets a last appearance with the club, maybe. I've left Loris out of the club because I'm probably going to move him on because he's unhappy. Because I left him out of the club because he had a strop and I let him play with the kids. That sounded wrong. So, yeah, So, the only change I've had to make is putting Morrison in for Onyewu. That was forced upon us. Onyewu will be out for another couple of weeks. So, if we get to the final, I presume he will miss it. Whenever the final is. Right, let's submit the team. We'll leave it at that. So they do have a slight lead over us, but we are at the Valley. And hopefully we can do well. So they're going to be a bit narrow. So I'm thinking maybe, do we want to exploit the flanks? Do we want to play wider? Let's have a look at our instructions and see what we have. Oh, we are doing that anyway. Okay. Maybe we shouldn't have had that for the first time. Encourage the team. We're going to go passionate and go out there and impress me. Let's try that. And let's start the match. So we just need to win to force extra time. We have, I don't know if away goals will play or not, but we have one, if that does matter. Whether it does or not, I have no idea. But if we can win, that'll force extra time. If we can win by more than one, then we get to Wembley. So, doesn't sound too difficult, but this is Football Manager. It always seems to make things as hard as possible for us. Stevens with the ball on the edge of the box, and here's Gamboa. And an early highlight for West Brom here. And Berahino has put them ahead with less than 10 minutes played. And that is his 30th goal of the season and his 50th career league goal. Not the start we had in mind. And West Brom are now 3-1 ahead on aggregate. So maybe this isn't going too well at the moment. Emmanuelson with the free kick. Davidson wins the ball. He finds Tete. I'm going to call him Titties or something. I think it's Alex Tete. I think it's that. It's not Tete, is it? That just sounds weird. Tete doesn't. Here he is again. Brunt to Rusnak. Cousins wins the ball eventually. And Church loses it again. Cousins again wins the ball. Gomez now to Chuli. And that midfield is very packed. So it's going to be hard to get to the final third of either end, I think. Munson, though, trying to get up there. And Church, and that's an equaliser almost, well, not straight away, but 5 minutes later. Simon Church again. He keeps cropping up in these last few games. Excellent cross by Gudmundsson and Church with an easy header. I think, though, we need to bring Barrow back into the whole... Oh, damn it. Don't do that. I think we need to bring Barrow back because, as I said, they've got a lot of players in midfield because they've got... I think they've got a back three and then they've got... So I think they've got like six midfielders, essentially. So I think we need to sort of bring Barrow back a bit and let him sit in the hole instead of moving him up alongside Church. Keep him as the same role, so it doesn't make that much difference. Brunt with a free kick goes over. So there's not a lot of difference. It just gives us that extra man just a little bit deeper. So we've scored with our only shot on goal. And West Brom have had a few shots. One clear-cut chance. Chuli loses the ball to Brunt, and here's Daniels. And Morrison stops Berahino from winning the ball. Gudmundsson. Tries another cross, but this time it doesn't work out. He's had a few hit and miss games, Gunmunson, but that was a good assist. He's had a few poor games, and he's been dropped a couple of times this season. Hopefully he can perform in these last couple of games. Berahino. Oh, God. Not another big scoring game, please. 32 minutes in, almost. It's 2-1 to Albion. It's 4-2 now on aggregate. So if it goes to 4-4, if it's away goals, then that's not good enough. So we need to score 3, really. And even then, well, even with seriously, what is going on? What on earth happened there? He's got a hat-trick. Berahino has got a 37-minute... How did he get that far ahead? Like, what on earth is going on? They've still got their extra man in midfield. What on earth has happened? Right, aggressive. Show me something else. Right. We need to control. We need to go fluid. We need to sort this out. What the hell is going on? Is that bottle it again? Tertziev to Rusnak. Gamboa. Jackson gets it away, only as far as Tete, Emmanuelson. And Shuley puts it out for a throw-in. We've only had one shot so far. I don't know what happened in that. He got 2 goals in like 6 minutes. Gudmundsson's shot goes wide. At least it's a shot. What the hell happened in those minutes? That was insane. How, like, Berahino was probably about 10 yards ahead of our defence line. I'm not quite sure what happened there. And Rusnak with another shot, and it goes over that time. But with a 6-3, 6-3, a 6-1 and a 6-0 in our back 4, that's not good. That is bad. Can we get a shot away here? Again, it's very packed. Oh, there we go. Gudmundsson. It's now 5-3 on aggregate. So there is still a lot of football to be played. There's still good 35 minutes or so. And we need 2 goals. We can do that. Rusnak to Gamboa. To Tertziev. Stevens to Rusnak. Still going. He's still got it. Come on, get it off him. Brunt. Again, here he is again. Oh my God, Berahino, what are you doing? That's his 4th goal of the game. He's completely dominating us at the moment. We need to get in. We need to hack his legs out is what we need to do. Right. Something needs to change in that midfield. And it's got to be... Oh, I don't want to put BK on. Wiggins has been dreadful. We're going to put on Vermeil. And we're also... Why has it gone to bloody 4 subs again? Why does it do this? Someone please tell me why it does that. Winds me up something chronic. I don't get it. Has it done it now? There we go. Right. Church off. Vetakele on. Come on. You're our top scorer. Get us a couple more goals. No, 3 more goals now we need. And now they have another highlight to Albion. No, it's come back to us now. Barrow. To Chuli. To Jackson. To Barrow. To Cousins. Wiggins. Gudmundsson. Oh, hit the bar. Well, the woodwork at least. Right, Vermeil's on for Wiggins. Vetakele is on up front. We need to go for it, but I just feel like they're just going to punish us to get... Berahino just hit the post. He was so close to getting a 5th goal of the game there. Barrow, right. I'm making my 3rd change now. Barrow is coming off. Barrow has been shocking this game. We're going to bring on Musa. And how many minutes are there? 70 minutes. It's not enough, is it? We need to go overload. It's kind of early, but we need to do it. We need to get as many goals as we can. And I don't think it's going to happen somehow. We bottled it again, just like last season, and it's just hopeless. Brunt with a free. Galp was travelling at some speed. We went over. Jackson with a corner. Vetakele. Right, that's 1 goal. So it's 3-4 in the night. 4-6 on aggregate. We need 2 more goals in the last 10 minutes. There's no way we'll do this. It's absolutely... It's... If this happens, it's not going to happen. Come on. I've got another corner, though. Vetikale. Goodmunson's shot. No. Chuli. Morris went over. A woodwork. That's the second time I hit the woodwork. 89 minutes. No. Hold on, though. Jackson. No. No, that's it. Thanks a lot, Charlton. We're going to really struggle in this... well, it's going to be a third season if we go out here. We've bloody claps again. This time it was in the second leg. My Hill. There's no time left. And they're just toying with this now. Oh, God damn it. Playoff semi-final again. Assertive. It's unacceptable. That was unacceptable. That back line absolutely cost us money. Money. That last game was so bad. That was terrible. Look at that. Look at Berahino with all 4 goals for them. I mean, that must have been a 10 point. He didn't even get a 10. That was a 9.6. So he still didn't do everything right. Right, what's happening? First leg triumph helps West Brom pass. Yeah, it didn't help though. They won the first leg. So it's a West Brom Norwich final. I couldn't care less about the record, but it was shit. Oh, shut up. Assertive. Can we stop talking about this supposed run as if it actually means something? Not commenting on him. I wanted to storm out of that. We're going to get people that want to leave for the Premier League now because they're so good. We have... Right. No planned matches. End of season team meeting. So let's speak to Jackson and see what they say. Pretty low at the moment. Yeah, because we lost that bloody match. We're going to win promotion. We're going to do it. 8 players think we're too ambitious. Oh, who gives... Well, he's going. Halliday. Whatever. We'll leave it at that. Confidence review. Okay, I can't even see that. Oh. We are a little disappointed with your performance at the club this season. So our job status is now insecure. So we could be sacked. I'm hoping we don't. Because they wanted promotion and we didn't get it. Well, our players didn't get it. Right, how long a pre-season do they want? Leave it at 5 weeks. Confirm. Okay, right. So we've got some work to do. We have no transfer budget. We have very little wage. So playoff semi-final. Again, we slipped up. My players bottled it. If we have a look at that last match. So what were the final ratings for our players? So Barrow 6.2, Jackson 6.3, Wiggins 5.9, Morrison 6.2, Gomez 6.6, Solly 6.4. And Berahino made them look like a pub team. But mind you, look at that. Donovan Daniels got a 4.6. And somehow he stayed on until the 85th minute. How? Well, we scored 3 goals, but they scored more than us. 6-4 on aggregate. I mean, it's annoying. It's so annoying. Why it always gets to this bit and then it just completely falls apart. Question from Sky Sports News. I don't give a shit about Harry Lennon. Goodness sake. Right. I'm gonna do a season a recap video on Charlton at some point. Probably out on Tuesday or Wednesday or something. And then I'm going to play pre-season in the third season. If we keep our job, that is. If not, then I'll mention it. And we will start a new save. But I'm hoping I don't get sacked. Please don't let me get sacked. I can't believe that they bloody bottled it again. There's always one team in the playoffs. Who's it been recently? Who was it recently? I think it was Leicester for a while. Always the bridesmaids and never the bride. I think that's going to be the case with Charlton. It's our second playoff semi-final, and for the second time, we got knocked out. So I think it's a case that Charlton will, again, be always the bridesmaids and never the brides. Chelsea won the FA Cup. Facilities downgraded. Right, great. Our youth category's been dropped. He's eligible for a contract, but he's shit. Financial fair play period. Successfully complying. So we made a profit of 5 million, having been required to make a loss of no more than 2 million. And we've been hit with a tax bill. That's been announced. We've got a new kit sponsor, a new backer shirt kit sponsor, and a new short sponsor. That's alright then, we'll get some money through that. That's alright. So Goodmunson's the top shirt seller. Chuli, signing in our first season, is one of the top shirt sellers. So we need some money because we need to buy some players and we need to sell. Well, players will have to be sold. We'll have to make some. We'll get some money for them, but people like Chris Solly, who else? Likely Vetikele. They'll want to go to the Premier League because they are good players. They will want to go to the Premier League and there will be offers in for them. So I think I tend to be quite stubborn with my transfers, but I think we need to look at actually trying to get some money and getting good players. Well, they are fantastic players, but we need players that can replace them. It's going to be hard. Contract renewal. Are you serious? They want to give me a new contract? No transfer budget, though. Discuss current vision. I'd like to make a request, maybe? New stadium, facilities, no. Scouting, academy. New facilities, let's try that. Alright, yeah, whatever. Just do that. Do that, yep. Alright, you're going to offer us a contract, okay. No transfer budget. 165 grand a week wage budget. Right, I'm going to go a bit higher. What am I on now? Oh, I can't use existing terms, can I? £14 grand. Manager, intermediate. Suggest terms. No, okay. No, I want that at 20%. And I want 14 grand. Right, I want that locked in. And I want 14 grand. $13. There we go. Okay. Exit talks. Alright, I've been offered a new deal. Amazingly. Barrow's happy with staying. That's good. So it looks like he wants to stay with us. So it's going to be hard to keep hold of players. And I'll do a recap video. And I'll look at some stuff. And it looks like we're going to keep our job. So there will be a third season with Charlton. I was hoping to get promoted. That could have spelled the end, but I think if I got promoted, I think I might have wanted to see if I can keep Charlton in the league. But I'm going to do a third and final season with Charlton. See if I can get promoted. If I fail on my third attempt, then I will move on to a new save. Because at least we made the playoffs. That's the important thing. So we didn't quite make it. Again, semi-finals, and then I'll look at who went where. I noticed that Watford had come back down, they got relegated straight away again. So that'll be fun to have another few games with them, with the with the whatever their nickname is. I want to say the Cottages, but that's Fulham, innit? Whatever their name is. Alright, I'm going to end this off here, guys. Probably a bit of a long video because there were 2 games in this video. So I apologise if it is a long one. Never mind. I'm going to end this off here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.